Right now at 10, a police chief facing criticism in La Crescent. What led to 6 officers giving a no confidence vote? And Florida flights are back in Eau Claire, when you can get your tickets. Plus, it's the Friday Night Frenzy, all the high school highlights from around the region you don't want to miss.
WKDT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Emily Brown. Ken has the night off. 6 of 8 La Crescent police officers voted no confidence in their chief's leadership following a December incident. Body camera footage shows Chief Luke Alschlager using profanity toward Officer Cody Bellick during a welfare check at the chief's home. The Houston County Sheriff's Office investigated the December 9th incident. Officers say ongoing leadership concerns affect the department's ability to serve the community.
Chief, I don't know why you're mad at me.
Well, you're calling me, dude.
Yeah, there's a call at your house. I have no choice but to come here.
Well,
City Administrator Bill Waller verbally reprimanded the chief. Alschlager posted on Facebook saying he approaches the situation with humility and commits to improving his communication. Developing news, new updates in the case against Josie Dykeman, the woman accused of allegedly killing 6-year-old AJ Pedron. Testimony from a child abuse physician during today's motion hearing may be excluded due to a discovery issue. Dr. Kristen Iniguez spent 4 hours testifying about Pedron's injuries during the hearing. The defense argues they never received her full report detailing injuries to Pedron and another child from previous incidents involving Dykeman.
I think a doctor can testify that this is not normal. In other words, I believe the doctor can testify to this. I think the doctor can testify that the injuries suffered were not necessarily unintentional injuries.
Judge Elliot Levine will decide by the case's next hearing whether to exclude or limit Dr. Iniguez's testimony. Dykeman's 14-day jury trial begins April 28th. Winona County Sheriff Ron Ganrud has announced that he will not be seeking another term as sheriff. In a statement, he said the decision was not easy, but thanks the community for the support. Ganrud has served in law enforcement since 1980 and was elected sheriff in November of 2014. The term for sheriff is 4 years. A News 8 follow-up: demolition continues on the historic Hogan Administration Center. Hogan served as an elementary school for 81 years before transitioning to administrative offices. A new $30 million elementary school is set to take its place, with construction expected to start in March. The school district of La Crosse is hoping to have the facility ready for students by August of 2027. Well, nonstop flights from Eau Claire to Fort Myers are back. Sun Country Airlines resumed seasonal service today, flying Mondays and Fridays. The route was popular last winter and returns for snowbirds looking to escape.
It's really a partnership with the airline to determine, what market is going to perform the best and ensure that we can, really fill those seats and be able to bring this service back year after year.
The flights will run on Mondays and Fridays until April 6th. And if you're flying this weekend, you might want to check your driver's license first. Starting Sunday, if you don't have a real ID license or a passport, it will cost you extra to get on the plane. If you don't have a real ID and still need to fly, travelers will be able to pay $45 to use TSA Confirm ID for a 10-day travel period. The Senate tonight pushed a spending package across the finish line to avert a partial government shutdown.
The yeas are 71, the nays are 29. The bill as amended has passed.
Under a deal between Senate Democrats and President Trump, lawmakers separated DHS funding from the rest of the spending measures and fund the agency for 2 weeks. The compromise hit snag earlier today when Republican Lindsey Graham put a hold on the vote, but later got on board.
The American people are crying out for change. They see what's happening on our streets.
Hold the people accountable in ICE who may have broken the law, but stand up for those in the field trying to protect America.
The 2-week extension for the Department of Homeland Security was put into work on new rules for federal agents involved in ICE operations, but the House still needs to vote on it. Another day of protest against ICE in Minneapolis. Thousands gathered on the streets calling for agents to leave and for a nationwide strike, urging Americans to stay home from work, school, and abstain from shopping. Former CNN anchor turned independent journalist Don Lemon faces federal charges for allegedly disrupting religious services during an anti-ICE protest in St. Paul earlier this month. Federal law prohibits interfering with worship through force or threat of force. Prosecutors say Lemon and demonstrators violated worshipers' First Amendment rights. Lemon claims he was reporting, not participating in the disruption. Coming up, it's the Friday Night Frenzy. All the local scores and highlights in just a few minutes.
And we got milder temperatures this weekend. We're back to seasonal, but we also have more snow on the way, so we'll track out the snow, show you how much we'll get, and how long this more mild stretch will last. That coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Monday morning, history being made on the hockey rink, a recap of this year's Grammy Awards, and the sad return of cold temperatures. Wah, wah. We'll see you at 5 a.m.
It's the Power Up Reclining Sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. On top of sale prices, when you power up your recliner, sofa, or sectional, there's special financing and free delivery. For the most comfort control, upgrade your recline with adjustable headrest and adjustable lumbar, all at the push of a button. At Drury's, you'll find Lazy Boy, Stressless, and Flex Steel, all our top brands, and all on sale. Special prices, special financing, and free delivery. It's happening now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
Eagle Crest North in Onalaska is expanding. Our tradition of excellence continues to grow with the addition of our new luxury senior apartments opening in January 2026. Choose your ideal home from well-designed floor plans featuring modern kitchens, spacious living areas, and ample storage. I'm Tammy, and I've been welcoming residents to our community for 17 years. Call me today to reserve your new home.
Join us for a weekly open house or schedule your private tour today.
Earn now, spend later at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Now through February 11th, rewards members earn $10 in Blaine's Bucks for every $100 spent in store. Redeemable just like cash, February 19th to March 4th. Start earning today on select Blaine's brand Golden Harvest bird food, $12.99. Rewards members save an extra $2. These pillow dog beds only $8.99. And Fiora toilet paper or paper towel packs, $4.99 each. Earn Blaine's Bucks now to spend later just like cash, only at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Yeah, we definitely have a milder stretch coming, or at least more seasonal conditions, but it'll feel definitely milder than what we've had for the last 2 weeks. This will extend into next week with possibility of seeing a 32 here, but it's definitely still going to be cold tomorrow morning. Wind chills could be maybe 10 to 15 below for a brief amount of time, but by the afternoon, the wind chills pretty much are gone, and our temperatures and wind chills pretty much are the same. We'll be into the teens and 20s. Light snow arrives late Saturday night. We're talking after about 3 to 4 in the morning. It'll linger through Sunday evening. Kind of flurries may linger all the way through about midnight or so. Then we have seasonal conditions Monday through really Wednesday. That means a lot of 20s out there where we should be for this time of year. But we could be hitting the 30s come Thursday, Friday before a system comes through. That looks like the warmest stretch of right now over the next 7 to 8 days. So keep in tune to see if we do get that. It's been about a week, 2 weeks plus, and we've seen 32. Overall tonight, we still got some cloud cover that's still lingering. I think more of this will be expanding across the area too as the disturbances just to the east our area. Temperatures will continue to fall, but they're going to be fairly steady, very slow fall, nothing like we saw last night. If we look at the feel-like temperatures, the wind chills, you can see we're already starting to see that -5 to -10. You can see some of the cloud cover there towards Rusk County. That is what's going to work its way back to the southwest, but we can see some wind chills potentially in that 10 to 15 overnight through tomorrow morning. So a cold start, but nothing too bad. Overall, there's your stuff to the east. A system well to the west, that's the one that will eventually develop, push to our east. That's bringing our snow as we go late Saturday night into Sunday. Really, it's just going to be clouds and kind of a little bit of a wind chill in the morning time frame. You'll see wind chills, as I mentioned, 10 to 15, and you can see the expansion of this low clouds that will work its way southwest. If you're further east and west, you'll likely see it. Further west you go to the river, less likely you'll see that cloud cover in the morning. It'll linger a little bit. We'll see some breaks. We'll have sunshine in the afternoon. And these are actually not the temperatures as we go in the afternoon. These are more like what it feel like. So basically, we're going to be in the teens and near 20. By the time we get to tomorrow evening, we'll start seeing some of the cloud cover begin. This is high clouds that begin approaching Saturday evening. Low clouds will be developing just towards Rusk County, north of Eau Claire. Everything will start getting more cloudy as we go throughout Saturday night as that system begins to approach. But notice the winds are coming out of the south too, indicating that system will be approaching. If we look at temperatures tonight, you see around below 0, 1 or 2 degrees or above. Tomorrow more 20s, so getting close to average. That's about a degree below what we should be. The snow here, you can start seeing it comes right in here with this 3D look. Right about 4 to 6, you'll see that first area push through the area, probably about 6 to about 9 a.m. for some snow. A break, potentially, flurries going on. There could be a second area that comes through late Saturday afternoon, early evening. That'll come through the area. So accumulation should pretty much be done, and we'll have flurries lingering. So if you're looking at amounts, a lot of areas will be in that 1 to 2. I think some areas could push 2, maybe close to 3, and that's why you see the 2 to 4 starting to pop up here. But it's going to be closer to 2 than closer to 4 overall. So everyone's going to see some snow at this, but travel issues shouldn't be too much. High Sunday, we're back to where we should be, which is good, and Monday, pretty seasonal too on Groundhog's Day. And towards the end of the week, when we have a chance of snow coming Thursday and Friday, we will potentially get above freezing for a couple days before we slide back down into the 20s for Saturday. So overall, more typical early February conditions as we go through next week, and the deep freeze is over for now.
Okay, I'll take typical over deep freeze. That sounds fine. All right, thanks, Greg. Coming up next in sports, it's the Friday Night Frenzy. Highlights and scores from all over the area as the high school basketball season rolls on. Jacob and Kate are in next.
There's obviously a lot of different health issues related to untreated hearing loss. Hearing loss can affect tinnitus, depression, isolation, heart health, cognitive decline, hypertension, diabetes, osteoporosis, safety and balance. The point is, you're never too old to do something.
Better Hearing Center, 11th and Main, Onalaska, next to St. Pat's Church.
Welcome to Black River Furniture and Cabin Outlet. Shop our huge selection of upholstery by Ashley, Catnapper, and Best Home Furnishings. Sleep better with our selection of double-sided, hybrid, or all-foam mattresses, adjustable bases, and bedroom sets available. Set your dining room up with a new table, chairs, bar stools, or counter height available. Throw down a rug to complete any room, scatters, 5x8s, 8x10s, and more. No gimmicks, no corporate hassles. Open 7 days a week. Black River Furniture Outlet, Black River Falls.
It's Hy-Vee's 3-day meat sale. This Friday through Sunday. Fresh ground chuck, just $4.98 a pound. Whole boneless pork loin, just $1.99 a pound. 8-ounce ribeyes, just $9.99. Fresh chicken breast, 3 for $5. Plus, you'll find even more great deals. Save in-store and online. Friday through Sunday during the 3-day meat sale. Only at Hy-Vee.
We are very fortunate to have our mom in our lives. We rely on Medicaid to pay for her long-term care. When I learned that it might be cut, I met with Representative Van Orden. He promised that he would never cut Medicaid. He even signed this letter. Then he turned around and he voted for the largest Medicaid cut in history. It's absolutely devastating. We need to tell Congressman Van Orden, stop raising our health care costs.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome into the Friday Night Frenzy. Jacob and Kate with you as always, and what a frenzy we have in store. 15 games on the way for you, so settle in for excitement from all around the region.
That's right, and we'll start with a big one in the MVC. It's a rivalry that has produced some great moments over the years. Onalaska and Aquinas boys basketball.
No doubt about it, and the Hilltoppers have won every game they've played this season. Entering tonight, they sit as the top team in Division II, facing the reigning D4 champs Aquinas. Onalaska took the first matchup by 9 over a month ago. Blue Golds were up 3 at half. First, here's Calvin Barr with 2 of his 20 points right here on a pretty spin move. The big man also notching a double-double. Then the Hilltoppers down by 5 until Brendan Chenault has plenty of space to pull up, and he buries a 3, causing an Aquinas timeout. Then let's fast forward to 2 minutes and change left, tied up. Tyler Cole starts to take over. The sophomore with the bucket plus the bump. Foul shot was no good. Then the next possession, ball gonna get swung around to Logan Becker. Becker's calling an 8-ball corner pocket. The senior sticks it. Aquinas now up 1. And they'd add to that lead. Barr gonna find Ryan Johnson under the bucket for the easy deuce. Blue Golds take a 3-point lead, but check out the response from the Toppers. It's Tyler Cole with the catch and fire. He buries it. The sophomore is something, folks. That ties things up at 59. Now, a couple Onalaska fouls would put Aquinas up 3 with just seconds left. Becker misses the back end of a 1-and-1. So this is to send it to OT. The heave at the horn, no good. Aquinas hands Onalaska their first loss of the season in a thriller, 62-59.
What a game. 8th ranked Central tops Sparta 73-30. Anthony Jones with 18 points for the Riverhawks. Central and Onalaska both with 1 conference loss. Those 2 will face off next week.
Elsewhere in the MVC, Logan boys welcoming in Toma. Good start for the visitors, specifically Silas Cram. The junior with 7 of his team's first 10 points, drilling that triple. Not much trouble for the Rangers to generate offense in this one either. Richard McMillan stops in the lane and scores. Then moments later, Dio Leone with the quick trigger 3 that falls. The night belonged to Quinn Gerke and the Timberwolves. He went off for 45 points in this one. Toma sets a program record for scoring in the game as they almost hit 100, taking down Logan by 21.
All right, same matchup, but on the girls' side, first half action. Rangers came out firing. The cross-court pass finds Lydia Mason wide open, and that was a mistake. Takes her time, buries the triple. Rangers in front. Timberwolves clawing back. Evie Haldeman finds the pass down low to Abby Moore for the easy layup. Then later, Abby Gordon, the pass over to Avery Bromer. Corner 3 is good. This one was tight in the first half, but the Rangers would pull away. Mason with the and 1. Logan gets the win 67-37.
West Salem girls looking to hold their top spot in the Cooley standings, welcoming in GET. Second half action, GET gets the scoring started. Kennedy Scow beats the double team, hits the jumper. Redhawks still trail though. West Salem responds. Josie Brudos finds a wide open Amelia Carr, who hits the 3 from Vets Park. Panthers still leading. Later, Brudos picks off the pass, finds Carr cruising down the court for the layup to extend the West Salem lead. More West Salem, more defense. This time, Ava Hendrickson with a steal and outlet to Brudos. Panthers take this one 69-35 is your final.
All right, Arcadia girls looking to stay close in those Cooley Conference standings. Westby visiting this evening. Raiders with the hot hand early. Passing it around, finds Sasha Boland. Beyond the arc, 3-ball good. Arcadia in front. Norseman fighting back. How about Natalie Larson? She's going to get the open look, and the freshman buries it. Then a few minutes later, Caitlin Benish drives in the paint, bucket plus the foul. The free throw would tie the game, but the Raiders would pull away. Tatum Drskowski gets the steal, going the other way, and lays it in for the easy 2. Arcadia takes it 52-43.
Viroqua with their first game in 2 weeks, hosting Black River Falls tonight. Blackhawks sophomores would set the tone early in this one. Olivia Willis cashes in a 3 from beyond the arc, and just a few buckets later, Elia Schwem does the same as the home team flies out to a 14-2 lead. Tigers trying to claw their way back in it. They get a much-needed 3 of their own from Gianna Backus, but the home team, thanks to some defensive stops to end the half, would pull away. Viroqua takes this one 57-38 over BRF.
All right, New Lisbon boys visiting Scenic Bluffs leader Bangor. First half, Bangor Sawyer Jacobson kicks it out to Hayden Mossman, who hits the three. Cardinals out to an early lead, but the Rockets respond. Joseph Asbury takes it to the hoop, gets it, plus the foul. The three-point play puts New Lisbon up 2. They would go on a run. Jamison Paff finds Sarah Grual under the hoop for the bucket. Rockets up 9. Cardinals, they're going to respond in transition. Alex Felch finds Mossman. How about another three? Bangor, they find their groove, getting the win 68-60.
Lots of games so far, and some conference races are getting real close. This is the best time of the year, in my opinion.
Always close games, right down to the action. You got to love it when a game like Aquinas and Onalaska. It's great on paper, but even better
in person. It was great. All right, after the break, we'll check in on some boys action from the Dairyland and Ridge and Valley, plus head over to Minnesota. We're back in a moment.
Alcohol consumption is at a 90-year low, and it's starting to affect local businesses. Monday at 6, what's behind the choice to stay sober and how nightlife at area bars is feeling the impact. Monday at 6 on News 8.
Still dealing with moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease symptoms despite treatment? Put them in check with Rinvoq. Rinvoq works differently, and it's a once-daily pill.
When symptoms try to take control, I got rapid relief with Rinvoq. Check.
Rinvoq helped visibly repair my intestinal lining. Check.
I got lasting steroid-free remission with Rinvoq. Check.
Rapid symptom relief, visible repair of the intestinal lining,
and lasting steroid-free remission. Check, check, and check.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50+ with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events: infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Put UC and Crohn's in check and keep them there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq and learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Well, I am really happy to tell you that we have already made a commitment at Gunderson to do that. So we have asked all of our folks that when you need to fly, that you please prioritize flying out of La Crosse. We believe it's really important. It's our duty. We're the largest employer in this community, and I want to make sure that this airport is here for the long run, and we're committed to that. So people are taking that seriously and doing just that.
At Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics, our goal is to help you and your pet in times of need. We specialize in the gold standard for cruciate ligament repair, the TPLO.
I was amazed to see Bear up and running again so soon. They really took good care of him.
Piper had TPLO surgery and is already running again weeks later.
Fetch made possible, one knee at a time. Contact Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics for an orthopedic consultation today.
All right, welcome back to the Friday Night Frenzy.
Kate, Osseo Fairchild is coming off only their second loss of the season earlier this week.
But the Thunder boys still find themselves at 10th in the latest rankings. They visit Melrose Minduro this evening. Let's pick it up in the second half. Wyatt McHugh drives in, gonna get the floater to go. Home team ahead in this one, but the Thunder aren't out of it yet. Drake Vogt drills the tray to cut the lead to 10 later on. It's Votik again. He drives in on the fast break, gets the hoop and the harm. Mustangs still up 8. Then Isaiah Kleinsmith weaves his way through defenders on his way to the rack for 2. And in the closing minutes, Mason Knutson comes up with a huge block. This one was close late, but no final posted.
Alma Pepin visiting Alma Center Lincoln first half action. How about Brecken Hulapeter with a big man 3 to cut into the Hornet lead. Then late in the half, some good ball movement by the home team. Jackson Weiss ends up laying the ball in for 2 more for the 1-point lead. Second half now, it's Hulapeter bodying his way through the lane to tie this one up at 24 apiece, but Lincoln responds right after. Levi Merrick nails a deep 3 to take the lead, and he wasn't done. He drains another in the corner shortly after. Lincoln takes this matchup 51-48 in a close one.
Eau Claire Emmanuel Lutheran visiting Blair Taylor. The visitors start out hot as Jake Zimmerman gets the tough mid-range to fall. Lancers up 8. But then it turned into the CJ Dummer show, showing off a little jelly layup here. Later on, how about the same spot? This time, steps through, gets the finger roll to go. Home team only down a bucket. Next possession, Dummer goes with the turnaround fadeaway Jay, and the Wildcats get the win by a score of 66-57.
In the Ridge and Valley, DeSoto facing Ithaca at home. Bulldogs go up by 3 early thanks to a nice spin move and reverse up and in from Ethan Berkram, but just a few minutes later, Pirates senior Bryce Schultz cashing in from downtown to tie the game up at 14 apiece. Home team would break through the next possession with a no-look dime from Eli Brzezinski to Schultz for the lead. Nice play there. Visitors would try to get back on top to end the half, but the firepower from the DeSoto offense would be too much to handle. Pirates sail to a 75-63 win over Ithaca.
All right, over in Minnesota, it's a battle of Highway 61 as La Crescent Hoka girls visit Cotter. First half, the Lancers, Brooklyn Mitchell down low, dipping by a defender and connecting. La Crescent up by 4. Cotter finding a rhythm. Abby Williams gets the steal. Other end of the floor, she lays it in for 2. Ramblers up 1. And later, the Ramblers keep pushing. Macy Donnerworth gets an open look from beyond the arc. Count it. Home team up by 4. And what a night for Cotter's Camry McCall. She gets the steal and she goes right to the hoop for her 10th point. Just 11 minutes in. Cotter wins it 75-55.
And the same matchup for the boys this evening. We'll pick this one up first half. La Crescent's Keaton Holter going up between defenders, connecting on the floater. Visitors still trail by 5. Cotter looking to build a lead. Mason Dodderwick back into the basket, connects from underneath. Ramblers now lead by 8. Lancers looking to claw their way back in this one. Holter pushing the pace down the floor. Dishes to Asher Dean, the junior, on the board from down low. Visitors down by single digits now, but the Ramblers just keep their foot on the gas. Check out the steal from Dodderwick. He drives down the floor and sets up Sawyer Wunderlich Teskey for the layup. Cotter pulls out the 72-66 win. Kate, I want to go back to C.J. Dummer because we've seen him do some good things on the football field. This guy can ball, too.
He makes all kinds of layups, all kinds of shots. Anywhere on the floor, he's going to find that bucket, just a highlight reel out there.
You might see him later, too. I don't want to give anything away. But after this quick timeout, we'll see how the Winona State men and women fared as they were at home hosting Mary. That and more next in the Frenzy.
Business owners, are you tired of running out of supplies? Ace Hardware of La Crosse delivers everything your business needs, from cleaning supplies to appliances. Get what you need when you need it. Set up your business account today and let Ace of La Crosse do the heavy lifting.
Eagle Crest North in Onalaska is expanding. Our tradition of excellence continues to grow with the addition of our new luxury senior apartments opening in January 2026. Expect nothing less than exceptional amenities. Choose your ideal home from well-designed floor plans. I'm Tammy, and I've been welcoming residents to our community for 17 years. Call me today to reserve your new home.
Join us for a weekly open house or schedule your private tour today.
Put your moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease in check with Rinvoq, a once daily pill, and it works differently.
I got rapid relief at 2 weeks with Rinvoq. Check.
It helped visibly repair my intestinal lining. Check.
And I got lasting steroid-free remission. Check.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50+ with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Put UC and Crohn's in check and keep them there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq.
Hey, Dominic here. Do you have trouble getting your kids to eat their veggies? Well, we have Cheddar Pleasing to the rescue. Just add 1 teaspoon of Cheddar Pleasing to 2 to 3 tablespoons of melted butter. Pour it over your broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, and more. It's also amazing on popcorn and even atop your casseroles. Get your cheddar and 39 other blends at Pleasing Outlet Store on Ward Avenue, La Crosse. And remember, kids, eat your veggies.
Business owners, are you tired of running out of supplies? Ace Hardware of La Crosse is the helpful place with the products your business needs when you need it. We service businesses of all sizes. Ask about volume discounts. Contact Jim to set up your service account today.
And welcome back into the Friday Night Frenzy.
Winona State women's basketball has notched 12 wins this season, their best total in Anna Wirtz's tenure.
Warriors looking to add another win to that tally. They welcome in Mary tonight. First quarter, WSU's Haley Markworth gets a handoff, drives to the cup, up with the tough right-handed shot. The home rim would help it roll around. Warriors lead by 1. Later, Winona State's Rachel Koenig in the lane. She connects from down low. Home team keeps their lead. Winona State keeping up the grind. Vivica Breton backing her way to the basket. Check out the one-handed underhanded bucket, Warriors still on top, 2017. Mary rallying into the lead. Bergen Killebrew going to the hoop, connecting on the circus shot. Visitors would go on and take this one. Warriors can't keep pace in the second half as they fall 66-58.
All right, same matchup for the men. First half, WSU's Tyler Mason with the perfect pass, and Ryan Hazy throws it down for 2 of his team-high 26 points. Warriors up 7. Mary looking to keep pace with a name we know in the area, Tamarian Henderson. That's good for a 3 in the corner. The West Salem grad leads the Marauders with 24 on the night, and Winona State would not relent. Alessandro Tonoli hits the corner for one of his 11 threes for the Warriors this evening. Winona State takes this one 84-80.
All right, we are going to some hockey up next. Actually, some basketball tomorrow. Badgers and Ohio State doing battle at 1 o'clock. That one in Madison, and that one is going to be on Fox. That one happening in the Kohl Center.
Really disappointing result here. Badger men and women hockey tonight in action at Minnesota. The 8th-ranked men dropping the border battle to 4-1 to the Golden Gophers. They were just 8-16 going into that one, and the top-ranked women fall to Minnesota 3-2. That's just their second loss of the season. Now, a little caveat to that one, there are a couple of girls on that Wisconsin team preparing for the Olympics that are coming up, so you don't like to lose, but if you're going to, at least that's the excuse.
Plus, the Badgers got them in basketball earlier this week, so that's a little bit of a nicer aspect of things. But all right, coming up the other side of the break, we will reveal our play of the night. Do not go anywhere.
Holman Locker and Meat Market, your place for fresh, quality, local meat. Purchase a minimum of 25 pounds of 90% lean ground beef for $6.49 per pound or 85% lean for $5.99 per pound. Holman Locker and Meat Market and much, much more.
The easiest way to furnish your cabin is at Black River Furniture Outlet. Bring the outdoors in with a handmade dining table set, crafted from the finest woods like hickory, walnut, maple, and barnwood. Shop cozy Amish rockers and upholstery, or Wisconsin-made easy sofas with customizable fabrics. Pair it all with a cabin rug, 5x8s, 8x10s, scatters, and runners available. And before you leave, visit the bed shed. Check out our rustic bedroom groups and bunk beds, as well as our Amish office furniture. Open 7 days a week, Black River Furniture Outlet, Black River Falls.
I don't know if the world knows this, but kids are expensive. And when we found out we were pregnant, of course, we were looking for any ways to slash bills.
And making sure we only had what we needed so that everything was less stressful.
And saving money with our internet bill really helped us out a lot. Came to Spectrum because we were with AT&T before, and Spectrum just had better deals.
That money we saved with Spectrum just added to what we could repurpose for our daughter.
Real customers, real savings. To see how much you can save, visit spectrum.com/save.
There's obviously a lot of different health issues related to untreated hearing loss. Hearing loss can affect tinnitus, depression, isolation, heart health, cognitive decline, hypertension, diabetes, osteoporosis, safety and balance. The point is, you're never too old to do something.
Better Hearing Center, 11th and Main, Onalaska, next to St. Pat's Church.
So that no matter what mess you brought into this church today, no matter what addiction and what struggle, no matter how many times you've doubted God or questioned God, that because of Jesus Christ, God's not holding it over your head. Instead, there is this amazing grace, there is this unconditional love that you and I can say, God doesn't just put up with us. God loves us.
Join Pastor Mike Novotny each Sunday. Watch Time of Grace on Channel 8, WKBT.
Holman Locker and Meat Market, your place for fresh, quality, local meat. Now's the time to stock up with our winter bundle, which includes Drummies, top sirloin, beef roast, pork roast, chicken, ground beef, and ring bologna. Eat healthy, shop local at your Holman Locker and Meat Market, and much, much more.
All right, welcome back to the Friday Night Frenzy. It's time for this thing right here, the play of the night.
And it goes to C.J. Dummer. He was doing all tonight for Blair Taylor, including this sweet up and under with a kiss off the glass. That takes some real skill around the club, and the senior has plenty of that. Congrats on C.J. on winning our play of the night. Now, I'm not exactly sure what it would look like if I tried to do something like that, but I know it would not look like that. It would not be near as pretty as C.J.
He does a good job around the hoop. That is for sure. We saw plenty of him tonight. All right, that's going to do it for us tonight. For Kate Overton, I'm Jacob Lenzendorf. Have yourself a great weekend.